Sutta, continuing his narration, said that, on hearing such words of the Lord, the king begged him to reveal to him in how many years the time of destruction was likely to come. The king also entreated the Lord to point out to him the means of saving the creation from such a distress, and to let him know when he would again be fortunate enough to meet him face to face. The fish replied that from that day there would be no rain for 100 years, and the universe would be overtaken by a dire famine. After that, all the inferior beings of the universe would be scorched to death by the 7 ordinary rays of the sun, which shall become 7 times more powerful, in addition to all that. The subterranean fire would shoot out, Sesha, from his abode in the lower regions, would send forth venomous flames from his 1,000 mouths, and a furious fire would emerge from the third eye of Shiva, thus the 3 worlds would be crumbled to ashes by the combined fury of all those various fires. The sky, with all the stars and planets, would also be destroyed by the heat thus originated. Then the 7 destructive clouds such as Samvarta, Bimanada, Drona, Chanda, Balahaka, Vidyutpataka and Sona, would spring up from the vapors arising out of such a heat, and would rain in torrents till all the seas become united into one great mass. In fact, the whole earth would be covered with one vast expanse of water. Then get hold of that yonder boat and put the seed of creation and the sacred Vedas in it. After that, fasten the boat to my horn by means of this rope that I give you, and then the contents of the barge will be saved by my glory. O pious one! When everything will be destroyed, your good self, the moon, the sun, myself, Brahma, the sacred river Nirmada, the great sage Markandeya, the sacred Vedas, the Puranas, the god Shiva, the various sciences, will alone be saved, and the reign of King Chiksusa Manu shall terminate with the coming partial dissolution. At the beginning of the recreation of the universe which would follow the period of destruction, I shall propagate the Vedic knowledge. So saying, he suddenly vanished away, the king, till the time of dissolution, of which intimation was given to him by Lord Vasudeva, engaged himself in the practice of yoga. At the commencement of dissolution, the Lord appeared again in the form of horned fish. At the same time, Shisha, the serpent king, appeared before the king Vivasvata Manu in the shape of a rope, and the king, through his yogic power, collected together all living beings and put them in the boat. And, after fastening the boat to the horn of the fish, by means of the rope, the king saluted the Lord and got into it. Sutta said, O sages! Hear the history of creation, which you have asked me to narrate. I shall now proceed to relate it in the words of the Lord which were addressed to the king Vivasvata Manu. Manu entreated the Lord to relate to him, how the dissolution and the creation of the universe took place, how the generations of mankind came into being, the meaning of Manvantara, the biographies of eminent men, the expanse of the universe, the ways of charity, the path of duty, the precepts of Shraddha, the divisions of Varna and Ashrama, the ways of sacrificial rites, the greatness of the Devas, etc. Matsya said that during the period of great dissolution the universe was enveloped in darkness and was in a state of trance, as it were, inconceivable, still, and undefinable. In that state of unimaginable and indescribable trance, appeared Lord Swayambhu, who is also known as Narayana, owing to his omnipresence in Stula Sarira, made his appearance to create the universe. Swayambhu, with the desire of creating the universe, first created water and planted the seed of creation in it. The seed of creation, that is, Chaitanya, consciousness, by coming into contact with water, produced a vast egg, that is, the egg of Brahma, of golden hue, which, after 1,000 years, became 10,000 times more luminous than the sun. After that, Swayambhu merged himself into that tremendous Brahmanda, and owing to his omnipresence in it, he came to be known as Vishnu. He, Swayambhu, then created the sun by his glory, which owing to its first place in the creation, is known as Aditya. After dividing the huge Brahmanda into 2 parts, he, Swayambhu, made the heaven and earth, Akasa and the quarters. The upper portion of the divided Brahmanda formed the heaven, the lower one the earth. The direction in which the sun was located was termed Purva, that is, east. The direction on the right-hand side of Brahma was named Dakshina, that is, south. The direction to his left-hand side was styled Uttara, that is, north, and the one falling at his back came to be known as Paschima. that is, west. Afterwards, the principal mountains, like the Meru, clouds, lightning, embryo, rivers, Pitris, Manu and the 7 oceans, full of various gems, were created. Brahma created the Brahmanas and, owing to his desire of calling the universe into being, he is also known as Prajapati. Mrthinda came into being by the glory of the Creator. The sun, owing to its flashing out of the Brahmanda at the time of its breaking, that is, being divided into 2 parts, is known by the name of Mrthinda, and the image of the Creator, Brahma, the 4-headed deity, who is full of the element of Rajaguna came to be called as Mahatman. The same common cause of the universe who created all the devas, demons, and mankind is known by the name of Brahma, who is full of Rajaguna and who is also styled Mahatsattva, or Brahma. Here ends the 2nd chapter dealing with the destruction of Brahmanda.